Welcome back, everybody. Today we have an optimistic show. It's opening day for the Southern League. There's an end in sight to the COVID state of emergency, and we have inmates helping a guard out in a time of need. My name's Ike Morgan, and we're down in Alabama. If you're a fan of minor league baseball in Alabama, today is your long-awaited opening day. Actually, it's probably the longest you've ever waited for an opening day. After the COVID pandemic stole last summer's season away from us, the AA Southern League gets back to business tonight with all three Alabama ball clubs taking the field. It's been so long, the last time the Southern League was in action, there was a team called the Mobile Bay Bears. That seems like forever ago, doesn't it? The Bay Bears, of course, have moved 350 miles north to Madison, Alabama, and are now known as the Rocket City Trash Pandas. If you're late to the game, you might be confused by the name Rocket City Trash Pandas. First, isn't Huntsville the Rocket City? Well, yeah, but Huntsville and Madison are geographically as cozy as two cities can be. And the Trash Pandas part, well, apparently to somebody, somewhere, a trash panda was a nickname for a raccoon. And raccoons are good at figuring stuff out. So the idea here is to represent all the space and science and engineering that takes place in the area. But say what you will about the name, AL.com's Paul Gaddis reports that the club already has brought in a cool $4 million in merchandising. And there's still been nary a stolen base, an infield fly, or even a backdoor cutter to speak of. That changes tonight. Trash Pandas play a road game against the Chattanooga Lookouts beginning at 6:15. Their home opener will be next Tuesday. The Montgomery Biscuits are also on the road, playing the Tennessee Smokies in the Knoxville area. And the Birmingham Barons open at home, 7:05 p.m. against the Biloxi Shuckers. Now that's a name. I always pull for the Alabama teams, but anyone who knows my affinity for raw oysters knows that Biloxi almost had me at Shuckers. I realize the COVID pandemic has been politicized from several directions from the get-go, and that everybody has his or her own risk tolerance. But we've come a long, long way since the vaccines began doing their work late last year, and now we're getting to say that Alabama Governor Kay Ivey will end Alabama's state of emergency on July 6th, and that her public health order will end May 31st unless there is a major surge of COVID-19 cases, reports AL.com's Mike Cason. Ivey, quote, "We have learned much since last year, and this is absolutely now a managed pandemic. Our infection rates and hospitalizations are in better shape, and over 1.5 million Alabamians have had at least one shot of the COVID-19 vaccine. Hey, I got my first at Winn-Dixie a couple weeks ago. It gave me neither a microchip nor a feeling of moral superiority, but it absolutely gave me a peace of mind and a desire to catch the next live Jamie Johnson concert that comes through town. I don't know whether Bill Gates is a Jamie Johnson fan or not." This past weekend, according to the Marshall County, Alabama Sheriff's Office, a corrections officer at the jail opened a cell door to escort an inmate to the restroom, reports AL.com's Paul Gaddis. The officer and inmate in this story are women. Reportedly, inmate Emily Sledge attacked corrections officer Melissa Woodall as the two were fighting in an area where officers do desk work. Again, this is according to the report. The inmate was able to grab a pair of scissors and stab the officer in the head 4 times and once in the arm. She's okay and getting about ready to get back to work, they say. But obviously this could have gone much, much worse had the officer not opened a door to the female cells. See, 5 inmates came into the room, stopped the stabbing, applied pressure to the officer's wounds, and called other officers. That is not how you see this go down in the movies when inmates get free, but it turned out much better for everybody involved. Marshall County Sheriff Phil Sims had the smartest reflection of everything afterward. Quote, "We're going to make sure there are no more scissors in the drawers." End quote. Thank y'all for listening. We will be back here again tomorrow. Until then, stop by and see us anytime you can on the internet at AL.com.